Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on AWS Systems Manager. So in this demo, we will create an EC2 instance profile role for the Systems Manager. Then we will create an EC2 instance. Then we'll run some Systems Manager run command and we'll explore all the different features offered by Systems Manager. So first is to create a Systems Manager role for EC2. So we'll create an IAM role and this will be AWS service. It will be assumed by AWS service and we have to select EC2. So I am at AWS console home. I'll search for IAM. I will open this in a new tab. And we have to attach this permissions policy, which is Amazon SSM managed instance core. So this is a pre-built policy for the SSM managed instance functionality. So I come to IAM dashboard, click on roles, click create role, AWS service. So it will be assumed by EC2. So add permissions. So this is the permission policies. Click on next. Give a role a name. So I'll call it SSM instance role. And create role. So the role is created. So next is to create an EC2 instance for the demo. So I'll create this EC2 with this particular name, Systems Manager Demo. So just search for EC2. I'll open this in a new tab. Click on launch instance, give it a name and keep the default settings. We'll use Amazon Linux, instance type T2 micro, and for the key pair, you can say proceed without a key pair. In this case, we don't need a key pair because we will be using this Systems Manager role, which will help us log into the machine. So that's why we don't need any key pair. Keep all the default settings. And make sure you go to advanced details and select the under IAM instance profile. Make sure you select the role which you have just created, and that's all. Click on launch instance. Next we'll explore AWS Systems Manager. So I come at console home, search for Systems Manager, click on Systems Manager. So if you just read through, you will get a good idea. This is to gain operational insight and take action on all your AWS resources. And how this works, you group your AWS resources and save them into resource group. And then you view insights, so you can see the relevant operational data and dashboards. Then you can take some actions like mitigate issues by performing operations directly on the groups. So this is how you basically manage them. So you can have multiple resource groups, and based on, let's say, application 1, application 2, you take actions. Then you have all these features, which is basically remote connect, resource grouping I just talked about. There are insights and dashboards. You can run tasks on group resources, and there's a parameter store, which is like a config store. So you can have a central global location where you can store all your application configuration. So you don't have to do on a per host or per machine basis. You can do a remote execution, and you can do a patch management. So you can run patch, you can have patch baseline. You can schedule your patches. You have maintenance windows. So when you want to perform some maintenance task, then you can maintain the inventory, and you can have all this consistent configuration. So this is very high level. If you just go to the left and scroll down, you have Explorer, Ops Center. So there are different component under AWS Systems Manager. So if you have worked with Ansible, this is done. This is like a one-to-one comparison with Ansible. So this is to like enterprise level. Whatever you want to remotely manage your machines, upgrade them, run tasks remotely. So it will do all like one shop solution for all your systems management. Then you have application manager, app config, parameter store. So I'll cover this also in the demo. Then under change management, you have change manager automation. If you want to run some automation, schedule some automation, you have maintenance windows, and through fleet manager you can see all the machines which are part of your system manager. So it includes EC2, it can include non-cloud, other cloud like Google, Azure, you can have on-premises. So in those cases I'll be showing that also, that you just have to install an agent and that will become part of your systems manager central dashboard. And you can run compliance, inventory to basically see all the software. Activations is basically how you activate non-AWS machines. Then you can have session, you can see all the sessions which are active. Then I'll be covering run command, how to remotely run a command. State manager, basically it's the declarative state management, and patch management. And then you have documents. Documents are basically the runbooks or the playbooks. So in Ansible it calls playbooks. So basically it's a pre-configured document which you run, and you can actually see the source code and all. So we have seen this. So now I will be doing the first demo for the run command. So under systems manager, if I go up and you click on run command, so we'll start. So this first run command will be running a basic shell script, because this is the most common use case. So click on run a command, and there will be a lot of pre-built run command. For example, apply Ansible playbooks, apply chef recipes, and apply patch baseline, configure AWS package, CloudWatch. So this will basically log into the machine, but it will automatically log in for you, and it will, for example, configure Docker. It will install Docker. It will install CloudWatch agent. If you want to configure Windows update, find Windows update. So you first start with like which command you want to run, and you pick one command. For example, install application, PowerShell module, then join directory for AD, then refresh, run Ansible playbook. So there are quite a few commands, and you can actually see the source code also. So if I just open one of them, so let's say configure Docker. So if you just click this, it will open in a new tab, and this will take you to the how this command. So if you come here and click on content, so this is a YAML, JSON file, and this will talk about what it is doing. So it will have a list, and you can create your own document also similar to this, and you can have a customized version of your own document. So this is saying, okay, this is how it will configure Docker on the remote machine. So for this demo, I'll start something simple. For example, run shell script. So select the shell script, and you can enter a simple command. So we'll start simple, then we'll have a complex example. And second, you have to select which machine you want to run this command. So if I just scroll down, so you can based on the tags, or manually, or resource group. So resource group is the best ideal solution. So based on application, you can group them, but I will just say manually. I just have one machine which is up and running now, so I just select that, and I will enter the command over here. So I want to run, let's say, this particular command. So I'm just doing a echo command, and this should run on this particular machine without me logging into the machine. And keep all the settings default. So you can have like where you want to output, and if you want to have any CloudWatch alarms, but we'll not do that. And if you want to have any notification, and if you just it will also give you the command line version. So we are doing on through the user interface, but if you just copy paste this whole, you can automate it through your CI/CD tool also. So I'll click on run. So the command has successfully completed, and it will be, this is the command output. So it's saying, okay, in progress. So if I just refresh, so this is success. So this command has successfully finished, and you can check out different tabs if you have configured that, but I'll be just checking the output. So if I come here and select this, so I can click that and click on view output also, or just click the there is a execution ID. So I click the execution ID, and If I click output, this will show the what was run during the command run. So we have seen the command status. So I could have also selected this and view output. So this was the this particular screen. So if I just select this and there's a view output, and this will show you the output, which is same as something similar like before. Okay, next I will run a bit complex command. So let's say this is just to give you an idea that you can run, like say, package management, install application. It's like a one-time activity, or you can schedule it also. So let's say I just want to see what host, what operating system, what CPU, total memory and disk usage is there on the machine. So I copy the whole command, go back and click run command. And you can always see the command history. So every command ID that you have run, there is a command history, and you can also like view details or copy or give it a name. So I go to Systems Manager and click on run command. So this time I will run shell script, run. So I select this and I'll input what command I want to run, and finally I will choose the instance, select my instance, and rest all is fine. So again this will show the whole for automation. Click on run. So this is running in progress and this is completed. So I select this and view output. So if I click on output, so this was the host name, operating system, CPU info, total memory, disk usage, and if there is any error, so there is no error. So we have seen this, and also if I go to this particular command ID, you can always set copy to new, and so if you want to run the same command again on some other instance ID, you can just say copy to new and select new set of instances and all. Okay, next we'll see some functionality, like we'll just log into different component and see what kind of automations are available. So first we'll see the automation part. So if I go to Systems Manager and under change management, so if you click on automation, you will see a lot of automation runbook. So execute automation, and these are the all automation. So these are all owned by Amazon. For example, auto scaling group, enter standby. So you can pick any of this automation and run them directly, or you can modify them. Let's say you want to attach EBS volume. So if you just click this, so that will give you the document. But if you select this and you create a runbook, then you can create this kind of automation. So you can see the whole source code, like how this runbook looks like, and you can just build this particular workflow to run this runbook either one time or on a scheduled basis. Next is Fleet Manager. So Fleet Manager will give you all the machines which are part of your Systems Manager. So right now I have one machine which are connected. So if I click on Fleet Manager, so I will be able to see the machine. Next is you can start terminal session directly from this screen. So let's say you have selected this, and I can say connect start terminal session. So this is if you have thousands of machines, you can just log into any of those through this window. So then I can run some command also. Next functionality is the parameter store. So this is like a global centralized configuration store. So I can create parameters. So let it come, and I will go to parameter store. So it is under application management and parameter store. So this is ready, and I can run command interactively on an ad hoc basis. So I can create a parameter. So you can give it a name, a standard, type. You have string list, and secure. And let's say you can provide some value. And there are APIs and SDKs available to basically read it on the fly. And this is the ideal, most recommended way to store your all application configuration. So this is, I'm just simulating that, okay, some file is required by application and it should be at that location. And next is inventory. This is to find all your softwares and the operating systems. So if I click here and come under node management, you will see inventory, and this will list all what are software versions, what packages, and how your infrastructure landscape looks like. So you have what OS version, what application, server roles, services that are running. Next is state manager. So this is like a declarative state management. So you give a some runbook. So you have a predefined SSM document, then you associate which instances you want, and then you choose a schedule, and this state manager will make sure that it goes to the desired state as per the SSM document. So this is under state manager. So I'll close this, and you have this state manager, and you have to basically create an association and choose which document you want, and this will make sure that it goes into the desired state. So you can keep it on schedule or it will recurring, so you can set up. Next is final part is the last. This is how to install SSM agent. So this SSM agent in this, because we choose Amazon Linux 2, it comes pre-default built-in agent installed. But in case you want, you can bring in this to all Windows, all Linux flavors, even Mac on-premises machine. So this is how you will do it. So let's say I will basically remove the agent from the machine which I already have, and then I will install it from the scratch. So let's say I copy this agent. So you can connect through here also. So if I go to instances, so this is another way to connect to your EC2 instances, because now SSM is installed. So if you select connect, if you say session manager, you can connect here. So this tab, this button is enabled because it knows that SSM is running on that. So now this will log in a session, direct session, and this user will be same what we have seen, SSM user. And now I'll see the status. So because we are able to connect, so it should be active and running. Okay. Next, I will stop the service. And after I stop, I will remove the service. So service is stopped, and I remove this service. And once I remove, I will install this particular agent. So it is downloading from this particular location, and this is fine. The name is fine. Please don't get misled that this is /Windows, but this is for this Amazon Linux. It's just that AWS has kept the name like this. And after install, I will enable the service. So we are enabling it so that it always starts at the reboot of a machine or system restart. Then I will start the agent once again. So my session is not disconnected because it's already established. Otherwise, if by mistake I remove it and try to reconnect through SSM agent, it will not. So then in that case I have to use SSH key pair. But now I have established the session in the same running session, so that's why it's fine. Then I will do a status. So we have started, and so now it is active and running. And now we'll just clean up all the resources. So first is to delete the EC2 instance. So now I am at the EC2 dashboard, instance state, and terminate. So in this case, only the charges that are applicable are the EC2 running, and there are just very minor charges for API call if you read from the parameter store. So this is getting deleted, and second is to delete the role. So I come to this role and select the role and click on delete. And lastly, I'll just delete the parameter store also. So I come here and go to the parameter store. So under application management, so select this and delete. So this is terminated and role also got deleted. And that's all. Thanks for watching.